So the February is basically about finishing your projects, or at least some. But in my case, I just seem to cast on more. I will be tackling a few projects, and the first one, I still have this bad boy here. It's a present for my friend's sister, who is having her third baby. She asked me to make a bunny. She picked the pattern, so I did it. But I felt like, yes, and then just the bunny is not enough. And I would like to include some more presents. So one of those is this teddy bunny. And I already made one in December as a part of my Christmas presents. It was for my niece. I have the bunny. I have the head, tiny little bunny. And I did knit this in the Drops Flora. And I held it together with one strand of brushed acrylic. The reason why I'm trying to rush with these presents for this baby is because he's supposed to get born in March. And yeah, we are at the end of February. It's the finished February, so I shall finish. Here it is. It's this beautiful flowery kind of a tile granny square, and I knew it would be a granny square blanket, but I didn't want to go with a like traditional just plain granny square, so I googled a little bit and found this beauty here. And right now I have them in green, this mustardy yellow, and like a violet gray-ish one. This blanket should be finished today, so I can send it to the rightful owner on Monday. And I hope it gets to Slovakia before he gets born. It's the next day, and I finished all of the squares that I needed. Although, as you can see, one of them is too colored. This is everything I have left. Ta-da! So in order to like keep it kind of cohesive, I had to switch to the color of the border. So I have all of my squares here, and yes, I do have just flowers here because it makes me happy. And I will be using this yarn. This is just a scrap. So the pattern that I came up with yesterday was the one that this two-colored one will be in the middle. So we are starting with this one, and it will go like this. So I think it's time to finally get some measurements, and It's 61 centimeters on 59. Yeah. So I will start putting them together. I think I will start with the middle one. So I put them in the rows of 3 and I can just start to crochet them. This project, it gives me such a feeling of calm and peace. I don't know why. I think I needed one project like this after this weather, just to clear my head and be a little bit more yeah. So I made few stitches on like connecting these 2 squares, and I cannot decide like whether to do it from the right side or the wrong side, so it's kind of hidden seam. This how it looks like if I do it from the right side, and these subtle stitches looks like from the wrong side. And I think I like the wrong side a little bit more because it's a little bit more patchy and it reminds me of a scarecrow getting stitched together, more than a ridge just going through. You can see it sticks out too much. So I will actually rip it out and start from the bottom, go up, do the other side, and then I will do the horizontal lines. First I will do the vertical ones and then I will do the horizontal ones, and I will see you when I finish. So I managed to connect like this. So I managed to connect a few rows, well, 2 rows. And for now it looks like this. I've put them all together and now it's the time to make the border, and I might just finish today. Putting them together has taken me probably longer than I have anticipated. So I still have like a ton of ends to weave. Ton of ends to weave in and to get rid of, but yeah. I just have been calling to my mom and she was asking if I'm making anything, and I showed her and she was like, oh, that's so pretty. So I hope they like it. The baby will like it. But the parents. Few hours later and it's finished. The only problem is that I'm feeling like only 1 row of these scallops is like not enough. So I did something. Well, basically if I have no idea how this will be looking, so I just have to make a swatch, and it came out like this. So turn it around like this, and unfortunately I have a feeling like it will be too much compared to like this lovely and just a simple border that just ties it all together. I also added the green one and it feels like too much of a peacock and not like a Pop-Tart. By the way, this blanket, it does remind me of the Pop-Tart. So yeah, might as well call it a Pop-Tart blanket. Oh, I love it. When I will have kids, I will most definitely crochet or knit them something like this. Yeah. So unfortunately, I will be forced to rip this out. Yeah, but we learn. With every mistake, we learn. So I guess I did it. I finished. Know what I mean? Like, it's the finished February and I made a project. I started yesterday and I finished today, which is amazing. I never thought I could be able to whip out a whole blanket in just a few days. But also, yeah, I did kind of start with like the squares on Friday. So it's a 3-day project. So in order to have like a functional baby blanket, you have to have at least 50 centimeters, and this is a 50 mark, yeah, this one is 62 centimeters. And still, even if you do want to get like the most of the blanket, you can still turn it so you lay it on the baby diagonally, and in that case you have approximately 87 centimeters, so you can still use it as a proper blanket. So the project is done. I thank you for watching, maybe enjoying, and I will see you the next time. Bye bye!